Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, it's Marco. Today I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of our trip to Buenos Aires. For non-native English speakers, you can add subtitles with automatic translation into your language with the YouTube app. Hallo zusammen, dieses Video ist auf Englisch, aber mit der YouTube App können Sie automatisch Untertitel in Deutsch hinzufügen. Konnichiwa minasan, kono doga wa eigo desu ga? YouTube アプリを使用すると、あなたの言語に自動字幕を追加することができます。Buongiorno a tutti, questo video è in inglese, ma con l'app di YouTube puoi aggiungere sottotitoli automatici in italiano. Hola, este video está en inglés, pero con la aplicación de YouTube puedes agregar subtítulos automáticos en español.
Hallo allemaal, deze video is in het Engels, maar met de YouTube app kun je automatisch een ondertitel in jouw taal toevoegen.
So, finally we can start. Buenos Aires is a vibrant and bustling city known for its rich culture, stunning architecture, and delicious food. We landed in Buenos Aires in the morning and we had check-in in the afternoon, so we had some spare time and we went to Plaza del CONGRESO. As you can see, after an intercontinental flight from Europe, I was very tired, but I still wanted to show you the National Congress of Argentina. After lunch, we finally checked in the beautiful Savoy Hotel. The Savoy Hotel was inaugurated in 1910. Its neo-Baroque facade was a creation of the Italian architect Agostini. In 2010, the hotel was refurbished to preserve and celebrate its original design and architecture. Here a view from our balcony. And here the Casa Rosada. La Casa Rosada, or the Pink House, is the presidential palace and government headquarters located in the heart of the city. The building is in Plaza de Mayo, one of the most important and historic squares in Buenos Aires. Other than the Casa Rosada in Plaza de Mayo, you can see the Pirámide de Mayo, the Metropolitan Cathedral, the Cabildo, and the Museo del Bicentenario. The Pirámide de Mayo is a monument located in the center of the plaza that commemorates the first anniversary of the May Revolution of 1810, which marked the beginning of Argentina's independence from Spain. The Metropolitan Cathedral is the main Catholic church in Buenos Aires, and it is located on the eastern side of the plaza. It is known for its beautiful architecture and rich history. The cathedral was rebuilt several times since its origins in the 16th century. The present building is a mixture of architectural styles of the 18th and 19th centuries as well. Walking in Buenos Aires harbor can be a great way to explore the area and enjoy the stunning views on Rio de la Plata. Whilst we were there, we went to Colonia Express to buy our ticket to Colonia. You can also take book a bus to go to Colonia. In fact, we took it on our way back. Another site you shouldn't miss is BOCA. BOCA is a vibrant and colorful neighborhood located in the south of the city. In BOCA you can also see the BOCA Stadium, also known as La Bombonera. One of the most famous landmarks in BOCA is the CAMINITO. The CAMINITO is a street museum that celebrates the art, culture and history of the neighborhood. CAMINITO is well known for its brightly colored houses, tango music, street performances, and artisanal shops selling local craft and souvenirs. From BOCA we took a local bus and we went to another popular neighborhood in Buenos Aires, San Telmo. San Telmo is known for its beautiful colonial architecture, cobbled streets, and vibrant atmosphere. The area is home to many antique shops, boutiques, cafes, and restaurants, making it a popular destination for tourists and locals alike. The market is one of the most famous attractions in San Telmo. In San Telmo, you can also visit the Basilica Nuestra Señora de la Merced, Basilica of Our Lady of Mercy. The church is located in the corner of Defensa and Alsina Street and is one of the oldest and most important religious buildings in the city. To get around the city, you should get a blue card. It's a rechargeable electronic card that is used for public transport in Buenos Aires. To obtain the card, You can go to one of the many SAVOY offices located throughout the city. If you are in Argentina, you shouldn't miss the parrillada, also known as parrilla. It's a popular Argentine barbecue that is enjoyed throughout the country. We left Buenos Aires for a 10-day tour around Uruguay, but then we returned, and this is the new hotel, Tango de Mayo. Tango de Mayo is a stylish and historic hotel located in the center of Buenos Aires. The building dates back to the 1930s and features Art Deco architecture and design. Here a view from the room. And this was a view from outside. Yeah, that's the room with a big glass facade. The reception and the restaurant areas are also beautifully decorated. A new day, a new square, Plaza LAVALLE. Plaza LAVALLE is a historic public square in the center of Buenos Aires. The square is named after Argentine jurist and politician Ricardo Lavalle. In the square there are several important buildings, including the Teatro Colón, the Palace of Justice, and the National Supreme Court. Plaza LAVALLE is also home to several statues and monuments, including a monument to Ricardo Lavalle himself. And here the Teatro Colón. The Teatro Colón is considered one of the most important cultural institutions in the country. The theatre was built in 1908, and in the early 2000s it underwent a major renovation which restored the building to its former glory.
Pedro, MIGUEL, OBLIGADO.
Walking our way towards the RECOLETA, we came across the Plazoleta Pedro Miguel Obrigado, a small public square located in the neighborhood of Palermo.
Very nice little square.
And finally we arrived to one of the most famous landmarks in Buenos Aires, El Cimitero La Recoleta. The cemetery is known for its stunning architecture and elaborate tombstones. The tombstones feature a range of styles including Gothic, Art Deco, and Art Nouveau. Many of the tombs are decorated with sculptures. One of the most famous tombs in the cemetery is that of Eva Perón, also known as EVITA. This is Eva Perón Duarte tombstone. Eva Perón was a highly influential Argentine actress and politician who became an icon in Argentine culture and beyond. She married Juan Domingo Perón, a military officer who became the president of Argentina. As the First Lady of Argentina, Eva Perón became a champion of the poor and the working class, and she dedicated much of her life to fight for their rights and improving their living conditions. Sadly, her life was cut short when she died of cancer in 1952, at the young age of 33. And after the visit to the cemetery, we went to the supermarket to look for yerba mate.
Rollsucht Yerba Mate.
Ja, er hat keine Ahnung, was er am Suchen ist, aber ist egal.
Er hat keine Ahnung, aber ich helfe ihm mit Übersetzung.
Er hat aber auch keine Ahnung.
Doch, ich bin ein Kenner von ihm.
Ich kann mir nicht mehr erklären, was Palo heißt. Warum es mit
Palo
Palo
ist.
Ja, Palo.
Palo ist Poller.
Ja, er macht den mit dem Poller.
Ja, genau. Poller.
And then we went to eat to BRASA del Diablo, fast grill. The food was so good and so much. At the end we were so full we couldn't eat anything anymore for the rest of the day. If you are in Buenos Aires, I definitely recommend this place. You can find it on Google as well. On our way back to the hotel, we came across the demonstration for the 1st of May. I must say that compared to those you see in Berlin or in Europe, it was very peaceful.
Il Palazzo Barolo.
Okay, now it was Italian. Maybe before we go to Palazzo Barolo, let's explain a little bit how we speak. So let's recap. I am Italian, Rule is Dutch, we live in Germany, I lived in the UK and the US and in Spain. Rule lived in Sweden, in Spain and in Germany. And now we live in Germany together, we speak German, we speak Dutch, we speak Italian and Spanish. And English. So our conversations are somehow a little bit difficult sometimes to understand. Okay, now let's go back to Palazzo Barolo. Or Palazzo Barolo. It's easy to associate Palazzo Barolo or Palazzo Barolo with Italy, and now I'll tell you why. Let's start with these paintings we found at the ground floor of Palazzo Barolo. They represent the Divine Comedy of Dante. Inferno, Hell, Purgatorio, Purgatory, and Paradiso, Paradise. In a minute I will tell you the relation between Palazzo Barolo and Dante. Palazzo Barolo was designed by an Italian architect, Mario Palanti, in the early 20th century. The building is named after its original owner, Luis Barolo, who was a successful businessman in the textile industry. One of the most interesting aspects of the Palazzo Barolo is the fact that it was inspired by Dante Alighieri's famous work, The Divine Comedy. Specifically, the building's design is said to be a representation of Dante's journey through the 9 circles of hell and the 9 levels of purgatory and the 9 spheres of heaven. Each floor of the building is said to correspond to one of these levels, with the highest floor representing the sphere of heaven. On top of Dante's connection, there is also a Freemasonry connection. Luis Barolo was in fact a member of the Masonic order, and the building's design is said to incorporate many Masonic symbols and references. The Divine Comedy was itself a work that was highly revered by the Masons. The building's height, which measured 100 meters, is said to represent the 100 cantos of the Divine Comedy. And now look at the directory. Can you spot anything strange? If you do, please put it in the comments. So, now let's leave hell to go to the purgatory. Let's take the elevator. While the connection between Palazzo Barolo and Freemasonry is not widely known or advertised, it adds an additional layer of intrigue and mystery to this fascinating building. Another thing interesting to know is Palazzo Barolo is actually an office building. In recent years, it has become a popular location for businesses and organizations that value the building's prestige and address and historic charm. And another little bit of effort to reach paradise. The views from there are amazing. You can see the whole city. While Palazzo Barolo is not technically a lighthouse, it does feature a unique lighting system on its upper levels. The system was designed by Italian architect Palanti and consists of 3 distinct sections: the Lighthouse of Father, the Lighthouse of Son, and the Lighthouse of the Holy Spirit. Each section is designed to represent a different aspect of the Holy Trinity, and it is illuminated with different colors of the light. And we turned the light on, so the whole city of Buenos Aires could see us. If you are in Buenos Aires, you should definitely go to Palazzo Barolo. It's one of my favorite sites. Time has come to go back home.
Here we are. Buenos Aires Airport.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment down below and let's keep the conversation going. Goodbye!